Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I've got 3 stories for you in this very latest Moon Lambo hot jam, including this one from you today. Opening account on XRP Ledger is now 2 times cheaper. Oh yes, indeed. We're talking about a change, finally a change in the XRP reserve requirement. That hasn't happened in years. I know that there's been a change in the reserve at least one other time in history, and that was in the earliest days. So this has kind of been a long time coming. And considering how high the price of XRP will likely be by the end of this market cycle, rather timely, I would guess. We'll see. Also, I've got this headline from you today. Jed McCaleb's XRP sales in September still amount to 0. Is he done selling? And so apparently, Jed McCaleb is just refusing to sell his XRP, which is behavior that is not what we are accustomed to seeing from Jed McCaleb, because historically, Jed McCaleb has just sold XRP as much as possible per his legal arrangement with Ripple, and he'd sell it regardless of the price of XRP. And also, Coinbase just lost against the SEC effectively. That's the way that I'm looking at it. Coinbase is giving up their Lend product, and because the SEC threatened to sue them if they launch it. So the Lend product could just be it's a product that kind of like what there are a bunch of other entities in the US that do it, but basically they're going to offer interest-bearing accounts on crypto. But nope, not anymore. It's gone. We don't even know why, and they're just capitulating. And I've got opinions and comment from attorney John Deaton on that very topic. But before going any further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say. All right, I'm just an enthusiast who makes YouTube videos about crypto-related stories, but purely as a hobby, just for fun. That's all that's going on here. Into this first piece now. A proposal to lower the XRP Ledger's minimum reserve requirement from 20 XRP to 10 XRP has successfully passed after several weeks of voting. In order to fend off spam and other malicious attacks, the protocol requires holding a certain amount of tokens for opening a new account on the ledger. And the reserve requirement can be changed if there is a consensus among the network's trusted validators. Such adjustments are necessary when there is a significant increase in the price of XRP. Right, and so it was higher before. I can't remember what the reserve was initially, so I could be mistaken, but for some reason the number 50 keeps entering my mind. I absolutely could be wrong. I'd have to research that. But yeah, I'm only aware of one other instance in the history of the XRP ledger where that reserve amount was actually changed. And of course, it's going to have to happen as price increases. Of course, that's going to have to happen. I mean, can you imagine what if XRP reaches like just a crazy high number, like say it reaches $50 or $100? Can you imagine opening up a new account? Oh my gosh, and then 20 XRPs just locked up. It'd be like, if it's at 100, like that's like a $2,000 reserve. Like, that's absolutely insane. Now the good news is, and I will say this also, like, this only matters to some degree. Like, don't feel like, even if this hadn't happened, that XRP wouldn't go on a rally because people wouldn't want to pay the reserve to set up an account. The truth of the matter is, I think the vast majority of people that trade XRP, they're just holding it on exchange. Like, I don't think most people are actually going to the trouble to create their own XRP account, so they don't have to have that in reserve. Because if you just purchase on an exchange, that's in a shared wallet. So you don't have to have 20 XRP locked up, so it's inconsequential. But for the people that do want to self-custody their XRP, yeah, it's an issue for them. But I really think most people don't self-custody their crypto, which isn't really the best idea in my humble opinion, but to each their own. They can do whatever they want. And then the article also states, in addition, 2 XRP will now be added to each address's reserve requirement for every object, like payment channels, checks, trust lines, etc. Ripple CTO David Schwartz advocated for lowering XRP ledger reserves in late April. While the successfully passed amendment makes opening a new account 2 times cheaper, insufficient requirements could also increase the chance of a denial of service attack. As reported by you today, XRPL validators also voted in favor of the controversial deleted accounts proposal last May. So worth noting this as well. I even read, actually, I might have been like 2 days ago, I read something about this exact topic. I think it was from Matt Hamilton, a Ripple employee, Matt Hamilton. And he was, if I'm not misremembering, it was him, and he was talking about how effectively, like the price, like if you're going to engage in a denial of service attack, it gets the cost to do so. It's actually coded into the XRP ledger that it'll like increase exponentially. So I don't think that would be a problem. Just the fact that it's, cost half as much XRP to open a new account, I don't suppose that's actually going to be something that would be a problem. And then even if you attack the ledger, understand, like, what are you going to do? Temporarily slow it down? Because you're not going to halt it. That's for damn sure. And then into the next piece now. Jed McCaleb's XRP sales in September still amount to 0. Is he done selling? And I gotta admit, this is strange behavior. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but Ripple last transferred XRP to Jed McCaleb and his taco stand wallet. That's what he comically named it. That last transfer happened on September 1st, and I believe that he's now all the XRP that he was owed has now been fully dispersed to him. Ripple doesn't hold any more XRP for Jed McCaleb. That's my understanding anyway. So ever since then, though, because that was interesting enough that Ripple's it doesn't have any more XRP for him. But then for that to happen and then no more XRP to be sold, what in the hell's going on here? Because Jed's made it pretty damn clear he doesn't want to hold XRP. He wants to stop holding it. So why the pause then? Did he suddenly have a change of heart and he's hoping it's going to be worth more and sell for a higher price? Because he sure as hell hasn't cared previously. I'm just frankly not really sure what's going on there, but I can tell you, here's a website showing Jed's balance here, and it's over 709 million XRP. That's what he's got. Hasn't sold any all month. Like, that's crazy. And he sold a lot this year too. In the article, I think they stated that he sold like 2.6 billion XRP in 2021. So look, I won't pretend to know exactly what's going on there. At some point, I'm out of nowhere, he's just going to start selling it again, I would guess, and we won't know why. But I will say this. If he ends up selling, if he actually waits until XRP goes parabolic to start doing it, that would be interesting. It would kind of be savvy, too, would it not? Because I don't know if he cares that much. At this point, he's probably got so much damn money, he's like, yeah, whatever. If he just doesn't want to hold XRP, and that's what's more important, fine. But it will be interesting, yeah, once XRP gets near its all-time high and enters price discovery, which I personally believe will be happening sooner than later. We'll see if the behavior changed, or who knows, he could start selling again tomorrow. Into the third topic now. So Coinbase has capitulated, and also SEC not acting in good faith. Let me mention this part first. I came across this thanks to the Crypto Law Twitter account, which was founded by attorney John Deaton. And Crypto Law tweeted out the following: breaking, watchdog group Empower Oversight says the SEC is trying to evade FOIA request with massive fee maneuver, shielding Clayton and Hinman from investigation of potential conflicts of interest in crypto actions while in office. And so FOIA is Freedom of Information Act. And you can see here is the official FOIA website. This is the government website, and they write here, the basic function of the Freedom of Information Act is to ensure informed citizens vital to the functioning of a democratic society. And so you can go ahead and request information from government entities, and there's typically a fee associated with it because you do have to put people to work to go and get the documents, but it can be done here. So what's actually going on here? Well, Empower Oversight, which I wasn't familiar with prior to Crypto Law bringing them up, Empower Oversight, this watchdog group, they actually were seeking to get documents from the SEC, and the SEC is not going to exempt them from charges, but it seems like, based on the criteria that's been set, they probably should. And so you can see here's Empower Oversight's website. Take a look at this. Empower Oversight appeals SEC's denial of FOIA fee waiver. Empower Oversight recently sought documents from the SEC on potential conflicts of interest involving cryptocurrencies and former high-level SEC officials. The SEC denied Empower Oversight's request for the standard fee waiver that is generally available to publishers and nonprofits seeking information in the public interest rather than for a commercial purpose. If not overturned, this denial will thwart transparency by enabling the SEC to impose expensive search and document duplication fees that would be an undue burden on a nonprofit public interest group. Yeah, right there, so pause. This just looks to me on the surface as another SEC attempt to just behave like asshats. That's what it looks like to me. Make things harder. We don't want the truth getting out. Anything we can do. And I don't think that they're operating in good faith here. And by the way, if you go to the SEC website, you can see here, like, how much does this cost? A lot is the answer. It's on your screen. I'm not going to read it, but you can see here that the fees for the FOIA request fees, they're going to vary depending on a few factors, but basically it's going to cost anywhere from $29 to $89 per hour to get them to turn up documents. And I'm going to guess that they're not exactly going to be speedy about putting this stuff together. So $29 to $89 an hour. And for a group like Empower Oversight, it looks like historically that type of group would be exempt from having to pay these fees. And what do you know? They're looking into crypto stuff, presumably stuff having to do with Hidman and the like. And now suddenly there's just another hurdle right there. Well, go figure. Are we surprised by this? Anyway. So here's a tweet from Charles Gasparino, who is a journalist with Fox Business Network, and he wrote the following. Breaking. People who know Gary Gensler say chances of him ceding power or cooperating to engage the crypto industry in a new regulatory regime are close to zero. He will seek to leverage the SEC's power on this unless Congress or the courts step in. Hashtag XRP community, and then he tagged Ripple there also. And this is where attorney John Deaton jumped in. He retweeted that and wrote the following. Gasparino's reporting corroborates Brian Armstrong's statement, that's Coinbase's CEO, that the SEC was not taking meetings with Coinbase or any other crypto company. Not only will Gary Gensler not cede power, he asked Senator Elizabeth Warren for additional plenary authority to write rules related to crypto. So there you go. He's going for even more power. And then all the while, just pretending like they're the good guy protecting us little helpless investors when they're actually harming us. And so take a look at this. Somebody named Walter Bloomberg tweeted out the following. Coinbase drops plan to launch crypto lending program. This is regrettable. I made a video probably several days or so ago. I was like, look, I think that it's time for Coinbase to bring the fire. It's time to bring the fight, the legal fight. And they've gone the opposite route, which frankly isn't surprising to me. And look, guys, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And so John Deaton, he and I are thinking the same way on this topic. Here's what he wrote. I'm not a hotshot securities lawyer at a white shoe law firm charging $1,500 an hour. I have spent the last 19 years litigating against Fortune 500 companies like GE, Westinghouse, Halliburton, J&J, etc. This is a mistake. Coinbase will likely be sued by the SEC regardless. Exactly. So rather than bringing the heat to the SEC, they're just sitting around waiting to ultimately get sued. That's the route that Coinbase is going to go. The SEC is being a bully here. You got to take the legal fight to them, the legal fight. And they just don't seem willing to do that. But don't be surprised. It's because look, SEC, Gary Gensler, made it very clear. Coinbase and every other exchange on the planet, the odds that they're not selling at least one unregistered security are very low. Gary Gensler has stated that. He on August 3rd this year, he was speaking at the Aspen Security Forum, and he said just that. He's like, maybe if you're an exchange and you got 5 tokens, okay, but when you've got like 50 or 100, the odds that you're not selling at least one unregistered security are very low. He's gonna sue them. They're all gonna get sued, And meanwhile, there's not sufficient regulatory clarity surrounding all these coins. So that's why, from my perspective, it's just like, list XRP, you're going to get sued anyway, just relist it, launch your damn lending program, and if we have to have clarity through enforcement action, well, there you go. I never thought that they'd actually do that, and they're not. I'm just saying, this is not an approach that is going to go well for them. That's just my humble opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.